I'm here with Dwight Allen. We both played at the Riptide together a couple years ago. He was with University of Georgia in the SEC, and he just finished up his playing career at UNLV. I got a question for you. You had stints at both Georgia and UNLV. What were your biggest differences in culture and coaching between the two programs?
Yeah, bro. First, appreciate you for having me on. A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
love for you, so I appreciate you doing this with me. I'm glad I can help back and help anybody I can. But the differences, bro, when it comes to University of Georgia and UNLV, right? Two opposite sides of the coast. So you have two different cultures, first and foremost, before you even get to the baseball aspect. So of course, the University of Georgia is a workhorse environment. Everybody's just working their tails off trying to accomplish this goal that's kind of a holistic goal for a team
Yeah.
to get to Omaha, bro. So like, from day one when I was at Georgia, it was like, we got to get to Omaha, we got to get to Omaha, we got to get to Omaha. And then on the polar opposite side, you have UNLV, which is a smaller school, still D1, but their priorities are a little bit different. So for those over here, it's more of like, hey, we're trying to win, but like we're definitely trying to make sure individually that we're all working towards, getting our check and getting to not to the SEC or ACC, then to the big leagues and get drafted. But yeah, bro, definitely two different sides. They both work, but the priorities are just a little bit different on each side. So
Which one did you like playing better at? Georgia or UNLV?
I think, like my honest opinion, like I think they both taught me so much. I don't even
Mhm.
know how to answer that question, bro. Like I enjoy my teammates at Georgia. I enjoy my
Yeah.
teammates at UNLV, but to be able to choose and say which one was better, like I think that for the point I was in life, I think they both taught me so much about myself personally and about the game that like I'm just thankful for both experiences. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I can even choose one, bro. To be honest with you, to be honest
It's
with you.
one moment of adversity in college that pushed you to another level.
Give two instances off the top of mind. Um, I'll do them in chronological order. So my junior year at Georgia, I came into the fall. I played really well. Came off a decent summer in the Northwoods, but really came to the fall as a complete player. Was making plays in the outfield, hitting balls, having good at bats, putting together good quality at bats almost every at bat, laying off of strikeouts, generating walks, just doing all the things that would be productive as a player on a championship level team. And season came here February. I'm doing well preseason. We get to season time. First game I didn't start. Second game got in. First pitch, double off the wall. Next at bat, walk. Stole second, stole third. So now I'm really starting to get my stride. How I was doing in the fall and in the preseason. And then 2 weeks later, we took a road trip to Georgia Tech. I'm in the batter's box. Take pitch one, next pitch, swing, broken handmade. I didn't know it at the time, but I'm running back in the outfield. I'm playing catch in the outfield, with my boy. I'm in center and I'm warming up. I'm like, yo, bro, like it's not looking
All
good right
right.
now. Like, yeah, something's not right. So ended up playing the rest of the inning. And then my coach was like, yo, what's going on? And I told him, I was like, hey, I can't go. You know us, bro, as ball players, like, unless someone comes to us, we're probably not going to go to them and be like, hey, I can't go. So I tried to go, couldn't go. Run an MRI when I get back, get a CT scan, and find out I broke my handmate. The reason I say this is adversity, bro, is just because of how much that God built me up and like really um, showed me how much was possible just to take it all away from me. And I say that because it's crazy how short things can turn, right? So I'll go from the top of the world, I'm playing well, I'm at Georgia Tech, I'm starting, I'm hitting leadoff to like, damn, bro, like people are not even looking at you anymore. Like you're just kind of a second thought. So I would say that really was an adverse situation for me. That was really kind of tough to come from. But in the end, of course, somehow, some way, I found a way. And then 2 months later, come back off a handmade. It's not a crazy injury. It's pretty typical, so they know and have a precise regimen to how to get back players fast. So I handle my business, my rehab business, and then first game back, we're playing Tennessee, facing Drew Beam, future big leaguer. Flips me a breaking ball first pitch, leaves it up, lines up the middle, and my boy Sebastian scored from second. And I was just like, man, like it was all worth it. Like, I come back, I'm pumping my chest, I'm hitting my chest, and that was an adverse situation, bro. But it really just showed me, like, hey, like it doesn't matter what happens, it doesn't matter where you start, it just matters where you finish. And I always know now that I can finish on top.
Okay. If you could go back to high school, what would you do differently in your training or mindset?
If you would have asked me like 3 days ago, I would have had a totally different answer. But like now, my answer is cemented. And I don't know if anybody's watching this video, if y'all watched the Pivot podcast by Jameis Winston. It just came out recently. Go watch it. It's a hell of a video. But Jameis Winston, bro, really opened my eyes a couple of days ago. And somebody asked him, what would you have done different? And I think the story is the same for me. Um, I think growing up, like playing baseball and football, like the dream was always to play college baseball and maybe one day make it to the big leagues. But I would say the difference is, man, like when it comes to the players that play there and the players that make it to the next level, and if those are your aspirations, those are your aspirations. But if they're not, they're not, right? But I think if I could go back, I would dream bigger, quite honestly. Like, and it sounds crazy to say because I mean I played at UNLV, I played at Georgia, like cool, like great. Like those are two great programs. Like I got the education behind it. Like it's cool. I love it. But like, why didn't I dream bigger? You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Mhm.
kids that play with me and they probably play with you too, Gab. Like big leaguers now.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the difference is like I would have asked God for more. Like I would have been like, hey, like I'm not just trying to make it to college baseball. Like I'm trying to win the College World Series, like and be MVP. You know, I'm not trying to just make it to the big leagues. I want to make it to the big leagues and then win the World Series and be MVP of the World Series. Like people dream like that, but like I wasn't dreaming like that. So if I can go back in high school and like really try to change something up and make it different, I would just try to dream bigger, bro. Because like I really see that it's like very possible to live your dreams and like have the type of success that people are having. But like if you ask them, some will tell you they walked into it, but like they dreamed about it, bro. Like you're not gonna be Bryce Harper just rolling out of bed and just saying, "Hey,
Mhm.
I'm the greatest player ever." Like, no, like you're really good, but you dreamed about the moment and you prayed for it and you asked it to happen.
And it
So if I go
comes.
back, bro, I really just and then of course, if you want to dream that stuff, you have to align your habits and your actions with it. So if I can go back, bro, I would definitely just say I would dream bigger, bro. Shout out to Jameis Winston for that because he definitely changed my ideology about that. So yeah,
You know, what separates a guy who just makes the roster versus a guy that's an everyday guy?
I think you can sum it up in one word. Honestly, yeah, I think it's consistency. Like, the guys that play every day and they're everyday guys, like you typically don't see them come off the routine. They have a set routine and they don't deviate from it. Like every day they come in the ballpark, it's like, hey, I gotta go flips. I gotta go side toss, whatever it may be. Whether that's, running every day, like it doesn't matter. But like the guys that play every day are the most consistent guys. And not only do they not take breaks with their physical preparation, they don't take breaks mentally. Of course, you like I said, but you've seen a lot of good players too. And like it seems like right when you have them and they have their back against the wall mentally, they find a way to win, honestly. Like they just find a way. Like, they may be down 0-2. They punched one or two times and
Mhm.
then all of a sudden they foul off a good pitch, take another good pitch, and now they have a backside double, and it's just like, how does that happen? And it's just I think the good players, they just find a way to win, bro. But they're very consistent in preparation. They come together with the same mentality every day. You're not going to see them take they may take a rep off, they may physically make a mistake, but mentally, bro, they're going to be there and they're going to prepare like they're going to win every day. So I'll say, bro, them boys don't take a break, bro. Like the best, like the dudes that play every day, like the Charlie Condons. I've seen him play for an entire 62 games in college baseball, and that kid didn't take it one day off. Like it was unbelievable to see. And he was 2 years younger than me, 2 to 3 years younger than me. And we sat down and had the same conversation. And he was like, "Yeah, bro. Like I feel like the best players, like they just don't take days off, bro, mentally and physically."
How big has faith been for you in this whole process of college and getting to where you are today?
That's like the young guns on the team. I'll be like, "Yo, boys, like like y'all believe in God? Like y'all got a strong faith?" And some of them will be like, "Nah, like yeah, but like kind of woo woo." I was like, "Yeah, that's cool, bro." Until you really get smacked in the face a few times. You take a few over 4 nights, over 3 nights, throw some punches in there. Hey, now you're really walking back to the bus like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I say that jokingly, bro, but like it's really the truth, man. Like faith is a integral part of what I do on a daily basis. And it's definitely gotten stronger throughout my college years. Just because baseball is such a failure-ridden sport. They're like, man, you're gonna see some tough days, like real deal. And not only to say that just sports was affecting my life, but as you get older, you get more mature. You have to start to find that faith and that balance throughout your life. And I don't think without God, first of all, I wouldn't have anything, the blessings that I've had. None of it would be possible without my faith and believing that God has opened doors for me. Because He's my Lord and my Savior. So it's been big, bro. My faith has always been big, and I pride myself on that. I remember at the Riptide, I used to before every game, bro, just bend down, say my prayer, and I do before every game. Because I truly believe that if God was my Lord, Jesus Christ was my Lord and Savior, and God was not here for me, and dying on the cross, like I wouldn't be able to do it, bro. I wouldn't be able to put it all together. So to answer your question, bro, it's probably the biggest. Is the biggest thing in my life.
Cool. Any kids that are going to be watching this, which they will be, what's one piece of advice you can give them moving forward that they could take on a daily basis?
Hmm. That's a really good question. And I got a really good answer. One piece of advice, bro. I coached a team this past summer in 11U, 12U. And the biggest thing now in today's society, um, first of all, understand that everybody's running their own race, right? It's okay to compete, 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 compete. Competition is beautiful, but you are not the same person as me. I'm not the same person as you, Gavin. So for me to try to compare our journeys would be a disservice to both of ourselves. And it's counterproductive in the process, right? If I keep looking and I keep watering your grass, eventually your grass is going to grow up higher than my grass. If I water the grass where I'm at, my grass will continue to grow. And I'm not looking at your grass, I'm watering my grass. See what I'm saying? So I would say that is very, very important to understand that everybody's running their own race. And then twofold, you got to understand how to deal with failure, right? Like, seriously, like, knowing how to win is cool, right? Everybody knows how to win when it's like it's cool. Like you're winning. Like it's not really hard. Like just you're good. You're winning.
Compete.
You can't
Yeah.
deal with failure. You can never get the win, right? You can't take a win without failing first. It's impossible. Like you're gonna have to fail a few times to get the win. And if you can't understand how to deal with failure and really get yourself to understand that, you're always due for a win. It's always coming. You're one time away from coming. You're one pitch away. You're one throw away. Like you got to understand how to deal with it, right? Because if you can't deal with the failure, you're never going to reach the win. But you got to understand the win is coming. But you have to go through the grunt work and understand that the failure is what's going to make you up and build you up so you can be able to handle the win when it gets there. So I'm gonna throw this in for any kids. You know, I played a lot of ball. Gavin's played a lot of ball. Um, I would say for any kid too, man, believe in yourself. Do not ever stop believing in yourself. Your actions and your habits have to line up with what you're thinking about yourself, but never not believe in yourself. That is unacceptable, right? And quite honestly, when you get older, not a lot of kids want to be around people that don't believe in themselves and don't have confidence that they can handle something. So for that, I just want kids to believe in yourselves, man. Understand that you all are the hero of your imagination. You're always the hero. You're always going to win. If you can't believe in yourself, nobody's going to believe in you. So try to believe in yourself as much as possible. Don't ever stop. And be blessed, bro. Continue to keep working, keep winning. So